Good morning, students, families, and guests. I am Nicole Perez, New York State PTA Art Specialist, and I am thrilled to welcome you to the 2022 New York State PTA Celebration of the Arts. Today, we celebrate and showcase the New York State PTA Reflections Award of Excellence and Award of Merit winners from the 2021-2022 Reflections Program, whose theme was, I Will Change the World By. At New York State PTA, we know that arts in education is so important for all students, and we are truly thankful that you are part of the PTA Reflections Arts program. This year is exceptional as we have so many amazing national PTA Reflections winners and so many students here celebrating with us today. But before we begin, we are honored to be led in the Pledge of Allegiance by Joseph Sarkey from Maud S. Sherwood Elementary School. And then we will hear our national anthem sung movingly by Dara Gordon, an 11th grade student from Comac High School. After our pledge and anthem, it is then my honor to introduce our New York State PTA President, Dana Platon.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dara, that rendition of our national anthem was amazing. And thank you to Joseph Sarkey for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, along with the Scouts of Cup Scout Pack 151 of Islip from Suffolk Region. I'm Dana Platon, President of New York State PTA, and I'm very excited that you could join us here today to celebrate the exceptional achievements of our truly outstanding students. As a matter of fact, New York State has some of the most amazing and talented students in the whole country. The 2021-2022 Reflections theme, I Will Change the World By, inspired our students to create the most beautiful original works of art. And we know that arts and education is so important for students to explore their own thoughts, feelings, and ideas, to develop artistic literacy, to increase confidence, and to find a love for learning that will help them become more successful in school and in life. The Reflections program truly shines a light on every child who participates. This year, our state regions received nearly 2,000 entries to judge. From those 12 regions, New York State PTA received over 480 entries. And after judging by teachers and artists, we awarded 28 awards of excellence and 107 awards of merit. Fantastic. We submitted the student entries who were the Award of Excellence recipients to the national level of judging in March of this year. In May, we received the official announcement for New York State PTA, from National PTA. Drum roll, please. New York State PTA had an astounding 12 national winners, 3 awards for outstanding interpretation, 2 awards of excellence, and 7 award of merit winners. Amazing. Outstanding interpretation awards are the top winner for each age division and of the 6 art categories. We are so very proud of your children's accomplishment to reach this level of judging. It's quite an achievement. Now I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Robbie Rosen. Robbie is from Merrick, New York on Long Island. He was a top male finalist on the 10th season of American Idol and is a singer, songwriter, composer, and arranger of his own lyrics and music. He began receiving national acclaim for his songwriting as early as the age of 8. Amazingly, as a school-age student, Robbie also participated in the New York State PTA Reflections program, which is just fabulous. We are thrilled and so thankful that Robbie is able to join us today. I'm also so appreciative that you, our wonderful and extraordinary artists, are part of the PTA family here in New York. I hope that your love of the arts continues always, and my heartfelt thanks to all of you.
Hello everybody, my name is Robbie Rosen. I'm a 28-year-old singer-songwriter, piano player, producer, and American Idol finalist from Long Island. And I am so honored to be the keynote speaker for this incredible event. First and foremost, I just want to say congratulations to everybody who is watching and who participated. It is such an honor to be speaking for you, and for you guys, I'm sure it is such an honor to be recognized for the great work that you did. So congratulations, that is so awesome. I want to talk a little bit about my own journey with the arts through my music career and pretty much take you along the way from when I first started, way back when I was young, to now, and how I got there, what I did, and hopefully inspire you guys a little bit just to show that it is possible to do music for a living and live your passions. So I participated in Reflections a number of years when I was younger and was lucky enough to place and actually win New York State and go on to nationals, and it was so much more than just placing. It really was the start to my artistic journey. When I was 8 years old, that is when I first started writing songs and I participated. And I was so inspired by what Reflections is all about. Taking a message and incorporating it into your art. And it's very similar to what I do today, which I'll get into in a little bit. But back then, you're given one prompt as a fourth grader, 8 years old, and you're tasked to come up with a composition to represent what that phrase means. And this was really the start of my songwriting journey, my artistic journey. And it was a challenge. It definitely challenged me. It pushed me. It was something that I never really had to do before. Take someone else's idea and, turn it into something that would hopefully be recognized. And the themes I thought were so crucial to what Reflections is all about. I had courage, a different kind of hero, and make a difference. And music is such a powerful medium of expression, especially with everything today that's going on in the world and mental health and everything that someone might want to express. They can do so through music. And those themes in particular, when I was younger, I took those and said, okay, what does courage mean to me, right? A different kind of hero, right? Making a difference. What can I do to turn those into song? And this was really the start, like I said, of my songwriting journey. I took those titles and made bullet pointed notes of what I could incorporate into that story, right? Every song is a story, and the whole goal, and number one goal of a songwriter is really to connect with your audience. So I thought, okay, what can these songs be about? How can I tell this full story in, say, 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds? And this is my job today, right? Going back then and thinking about how I first attempted to take that broad idea and summarize it in song. This is what I do every day now. I'm so blessed, for a living. And I think it's so great, and this is just props to everyone involved in Reflections, who basically generated this idea and put it all together and basically challenging so many talented kids to do just that. And for me, that's really how it all started. After participating in Reflections, I started writing nonstop song after song, to this day probably thousands. Kind of lost track along the way. But like I said, it is such a beautiful form of expression, songwriting, and I play piano. I'm sure a lot of you play instruments as well. And there's really nothing better than music. So in terms of my journey, really started with, with Reflections and translated a little bit more into the performing aspect as well. Performing live, going on stage, performing at a restaurant with my uncle when I was younger, being in musical theater, things of that nature. And what I love about music is that there are so many different ways to partake, right, and participate. I loved the whole, Broadway, the shows, all of that. I love the pop stuff. I love throwback oldies, the Beatles, you name it. There's such diversity in music, and I think that's another beautiful thing about, the art that we get to create. So, once again, Reflections really started my songwriting journey, my performing journey as well, as I got to perform those songs live for folks. So, that's really where I got my start, my humble beginnings. And from there, actually, I started watching American Idol right before Reflections when I was 7 years old, and always kind of had that dream to, to make it onto the show one day. I would mute the TV in between, the show during the commercials and sing back what I heard. And my mom was a professional singer, and we would watch together, and I would sing for her, and we both believed that I could do it. And I feel like that's one of the messages I want to put across today, is that self-belief and self-determination and confidence, I think, is so crucial. Really, not just in music, but in life. I think if you have a support system that believes in you, and you yourself believe that you can do something, you 1,000% can. And fast forward to when I was 16 years old, auditioning for the show, there were 125,000 people who auditioned my season 10. And here I am, a 16-year-old who is still in high school and is going up against professional singers who already did this for a living and toured and were on TV already for different things. One was on Broadway. And here I am listening to people warm up in the stadium, and I'm going, what am I doing here? This is, I don't know if I can do this. And then I kind of regrouped for a second and said, this is what I was born to do. And this is my greatest passion, this is my first love. I'm here for a reason, I'm gonna do it. And that whole kind of mindset switch really just put me in the right mindset to go out there and kill that audition and make sure I did a great job, and the rest is history, making it to the top 16, top 8 boys on season 10. So I learned, from that early age that really whatever you put your mind to, you can do if you believe in yourself and you work hard enough and you put in that time and effort and energy into your craft. And I think another big thing too for me is studying and taking critique and learning from those around you. You guys are surrounded by such talented peers who have also won and placed, and I think it's so important to take a little bit from those around you, just to make sure that you are growing and developing, right? As a songwriter or just as a human being, we all have our certain ways of doing things. And for me, I always love collaboration. The huge thing I do today is working with so many other talented songwriters and producers around the world, in all different countries. And we collaborate on many, many different types of projects, a lot of dance music, EDM, pop, you name it. So I think it's really important to open yourselves up to other styles, other methodology in terms of writing, style. How do we start? Do we start with the title? Do we just dive in? Do we start with a chorus, a verse, a pre-chorus? Do we start writing over an instrumental track given to us, or do we, play something ourselves on piano and then write to that? Do we come up with a melody a cappella and then fit chords to that melody? There are so many different ways to go about the songwriting process and just the creation of art. So it's another lesson of the day here. I would say open yourselves up to different ways of approaching it, and surround yourself with, again, talented collaborators who can push you and challenge you and show you, kind of expand your horizons in terms of how they approach the craft. So that's something that I've learned throughout my time in the industry, and I will say collaboration too will really allow you to come up with such incredible compositions because you have someone else who can kind of bring out the best in your own writing and make suggestions and kind of take you in different directions. I have one collaborator in particular. We've written together over 200, 250 at this point songs, and when you find, you know, collaborators who you really gel with and can kind of finish each other's sentences or lines in the song, you know that's the great fit. So I would say definitely surround yourself with driven, talented, hardworking people in your field, and you know, that's kind of how that's really helped me achieve a lot of what I've achieved to date. In terms of career path, you know, everybody always says that the music industry is a very difficult road, and you know, you always hear you know, of certain times parents saying, well, you know, maybe that's your plan B. Well, yes, it is important. You have to make money. You have to put food on the table one day, you know, way down the road when you guys have a family and stuff like that. But I will say, make sure you are always, always, always making the time to focus on your music if that is your dream and pursuing a career. I'm very, very lucky to do this full-time. I always call it my 24/8 because it is non-stop. I'm actually, in true musician fashion, filming this video for you guys at 1 a.m. But with that said, I think it's very possible, and this is what I want to share with you guys, that it is very possible to live your dream, to do your passion for a living. And there are many different things to learn. I'm an educator myself. I teach music business and songwriting at the college level at Nassau Community College, and also privately, you know, private clients and, you know, voice, songwriting, piano, production, you name it. And one of the things that I always say is to make sure that you know that if you learn enough about the industry side, right, the music industry, the business side, negotiation, and everything that comes with that, and as well as all the different sectors of the industry, right? There's publishing, there are PROs, Spotify, working for Pandora. There's so many different opportunities, obviously copyright law and becoming an entertainment attorney. There are many ways to quote-unquote make it in music. So it is a very viable option, a viable career path, and just because someone says, oh, it's such a difficult industry, it's cutthroat, it's this, it's that, I am living proof that it is possible. And I just want to say to all of you, if that is a dream of yours, whatever field it is, if you want to be a physician, if you want to be a lawyer, whatever that might be, I'm here to tell you that it is 1000% possible. Again, my dream of Idol, 125,000 people, somehow, some way, it happened. And I always just seek to inspire anyone that I come in contact to, just by way of my own experiences, you know, having worked hard and kind of made those things happen. So I will say to everybody watching that whatever it is you want to do in life, you 1000% can, as long as, again, you put in that work, that time, that energy, and have that focus and really make it your plan A. So with that said, I just want to conclude by saying that everybody has their own path, everybody has their own journey, and for me the arts have been such a wonderful, it's been an incredible path, difficult at times, but it's been so inspiring for me just to be able to A, do what I love, and B, surround myself with such incredible artistic people. And that's one of the best things that I would say about this journey, and that you are on as well, is really all about the people, right? And when you form those genuine connections with people in, you know, a field that you love, you know, that's really special, and that's kind of where I found my happy place, right? So you have to love what you do. You have to make sure that you're always, you know, we only got one life to live, and I think it's so important to, you know, find those people that make you happy, that push you and challenge you in your craft, in your music, and you know, that's kind of been the saving grace for me. And I wake up every day so excited to do music and to work with those and help other people's careers, and as well as my own. So with that said, thank you so much for having me. I hope this was informative and a little bit inspirational too. I'm so proud of everyone who participated. It's such a wonderful opportunity. Again, it gave me my start in the industry, and has really led me to do what I've done today. So thank you guys, and please thank your parents and your music educators for everything they've done to support you, because I know I would not be where I am today without my folks and all of my music teachers along the way. So please thank them, and thank you all from me for supporting your children the way you do. It's so important, and like I said, it's gotten me to where I am. So with that said, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation.
The following students received an Award of Excellence for their dance choreography. Michaela Mazzola received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit for her dance. She said, "I love to dance because it is peaceful and I can share my feelings. When I dance, I can spread love and change the world with my emotions." Annalise Blakeman received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. She said, "My dance, entitled Man in the Mirror, relates to the theme, I will change the world, because the song is about making a difference by helping those who are less fortunate. Even the smallest difference can become a huge one, and it all starts with that one person. I can change the world by donating food or clothes, helping others when they need it, and making others in my community aware about important topics like poverty, bullying, climate change, and world peace. These simple acts of kindness can cause a chain reaction that begins with me."
My name is Mia Worthington, and I am honored to have received the Award of Excellence in the Dance Choreography category. I am honored because it was a very big accomplishment for me, and choreographing my own dance really made me feel like I could connect with other people and send a message through my dancing. And it made me feel like I could change the world by showing people, like, you don't have to have someone else do stuff for you. You can do it by yourself.
Alina Meerman stated, "My dance piece is about pure kindness. Changing the world through kindness is the best way to do it. Kindness passes on from one person to the next, and when people feel accepted, they feel the ability to do impactful things in their lives that become a chain reaction over and over again. I will change the world by being the start of that reaction." The following students received an Award of Merit for their dance choreography. Grace Usinger stated, "I chose this song because to me it is about changing the world. The little boy sings about his dreams for a better world for himself. I have dreams about making the world better too. I can change the world by putting on sanitizer and wearing a mask and helping make COVID disappear. I can also change the world by cleaning up the beaches to protect the fish in the ocean from pollution. I will do this with my daddy at our local beaches. Here is a full list of all the Award of Merit winners. The following students received an Award of Excellence for their film production.
I'm so excited. I won the Award of Excellence for New York State. I can't believe it. It was such a surprise for me. I'm so happy. I love my trophy and certificate. I chose how to do film production because I love making movies on my iPad. And I'm very techy. I chose how to be kind as my way of changing the world because if everybody's kind, it will make the world a better place.
Jessica Shunjaya received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. She stated, "This animation film was inspired by Syosset pride. People around me, such as parents, teachers, garbage men, and firefighters, are my everyday world changers. I can change the world by being kind to others, helping at home, valuing water, saving animals, and volunteering no matter how small it might be. I want to be a ripple of kindness slowly going into people's hearts. Kindness is caring about others and doing things to make others' lives better and our world better. Animation, special effects, and visual effects are used to make the film more engaging with the viewers." Andrew Battaglia stated, "I used animation to show ways to be kind to others. Being kind can change the world. When you're kind, you can make a huge difference." Jessica Hargreaves stated, "I want my short film to convey the message that my writing will make a difference in our world. I have heartwarming messages in my inbox thanking me for inspiration through my words. I love that I can positively impact someone's life and want to keep spreading this positivity and strength through my writing. My best friend and I are writing a novel with a female superhero lead because it's important for young girls to have superheroes like them to look up to. Representation in writing is important. I can use my words to change the world this way." The following students received an Award of Merit for their film production.
I'm very excited that I won the award I won because I spent a lot of time creating and editing the video that I made, and I think the message of the video will help people be able to be kind so it makes the world a little bit of a better place.
Lawrence Hahn stated, "Our world is plagued with a stupendous amount of pollution, and we have no one to blame but ourselves. Humans are the only ones on this planet who can reverse the current global warming situation. I spent over 500 hours making my 3D animated film to demonstrate the effects of a large contributor to carbon emissions, gasoline vehicles. I hope it will deliver my message that yes, gasoline cars are convenient, but is it worth sacrificing our clean air, clear sky, and the sounds of nature? If everyone can make small changes like riding bicycles over cars, then our environment will be saved." Here is a full list of the Award of Merit winners in film production. The following students won an Award of Excellence for their literature. Noah McElligott stated, "I wrote a haiku poem about getting my COVID shot that will change the world and end the pandemic." Natalie McPhee stated, "This is a short essay explaining what I think I can do to change the world." Abney Chandray won the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. She stated, "This story inspires you to be your own president. It tells you to stand up for the right beliefs, including equality and respect for all, and to not be easily swayed, no matter what others say. The story inspires you to exercise your rights by taking necessary actions and spreading awareness. I believe that I can change the world by being an activist and inspiring my generation to fight for the right cause. I believe that I will change the world one step at a time by helping everyone become their own president and govern themselves with the right values. Shariah Vadadiri stated, "My poem is called Seashells, and it portrays the need for everyone to be accepted just the way they are and to not be judged for their appearance or mistakes they have made. It relates to the theme of changing the world because I describe myself, along with how others can do the same, to be a strand of seaweed who will do all I can to make change, accept others, and not criticize them." Tyler McGoldrick stated, "My work says how I will change the world by being myself." The following students won an award of merit for their literature. Gabriel Shee stated, "My baby sister can't hear. I will be her ears. I will change the world by not giving up to find super ears so we can all hear the magic sounds of the world."
Hello, this is Jacob Silverado, and thank you for giving me the Award of Merit in the Literature Intermediate category. I could change the world by being me. We should embrace our uniqueness. There's only one of you, and you could be the next fashion star, inventor, or comedian. We should stand up for differences and not judge people. We are the future.
Xander Schwetz stated, "I wrote a poem about saving water and electricity. I think this can change the world because people need to be more aware about saving the world. If I make a difference and tell people about it, maybe they will try too." Here is a full list of the Award of Merit winners in literature. The following students received an Award of Excellence for their music composition. Juliana Batty received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. She stated, "I love to sing and write my own songs. I also love nature and watching the show How to Save Our Planet. I want to write and make a song about some of the ways I learned to help change the world and make sure other kids can sing along too. There is so much you can do to change the world, even it's just small steps to help make the world a better place. I also love trees so much, so my first verse of my song is about how I plant trees because they do so much for us as people and our planet." Jordan Antonoff stated, "My song is mostly about stopping pollution, helping endangered animals stay alive, stop hunting, and stop cutting down trees."
Hello, my name is Sonia Singh and I'm from the Acadia PTA in New York. I won the Outstanding Interpretation Award for Music Composition, a song I titled Rainbow. Here is my artist statement. My composition Rainbow relates to the theme I will change the world by through spreading the message that we can build a better tomorrow. The recent times have been very trying and there has been very little light in the world. Through my uplifting songs, I will help people see that there is always a way to make their lives brighter. Even if things seem bleak, we can bring out the light from inside us and together make a rainbow for everyone. I'm honored to have won this award and that I get to share it with you."
Amanda Swickle stated, "I will change the world by reminding others to do the little things that are so important in making the world a better place. It's the little things that can bring about big change. It only takes one heart to make a difference." Max Green received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Excellence. He stated, "Theme 1A, Life's Negative Side. Theme 1B, Life's Positive Side. Theme 2, Creativity Drawn from Both. Proud restatement of Theme 1, left hand representing toll bells, signifying morality, and right hand representing the world being changed by the creativity long after the creator's death." The following students received an Award of Merit for their music composition. Here is a full list of the Award of Merit winners in music composition. The following students received an Award of Excellence for their photography. Mancini Farr received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. He stated, "I will change the world by cleaning up the beach. I took this picture of my brother. He is just a regular kid, but he is cleaning the beach so he can be changing the world and saving the ocean. I also made his shirt and trash bucket." Sal Shayer received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Outstanding Interpretation. They stated, "The book in the photograph represents the knowledge, and the brightness is in the background shows the light which knowledge brings in our lives. I am grateful that I have the opportunity to get education. There are many children in the world who cannot get and afford to have basic education. I can change the world by spreading the knowledge. I can raise the voice so that every child in the world can have the basic education at least." Yeah, stated, "When I was thinking about what to do for the topic this year, I kept on thinking about all the big things, world climate change, global warming, wars, animal cruelty, and child abuse, etc. And I couldn't really think of a solution for any of those topics as there are already a lot of people trying to fight for change for those topics. But when I thought, what about the little things in life? The things that people don't normally think of, such as someone's mental health, mood, love, life, friends, anything really." Natalie Silverman received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Merit. She stated, "There appears no way to escape the surrounding inequality of poverty, no matter how high the young man climbs. The distance of the two models in the picture demonstrates how poverty causes hardship and separates people. However, the young lady has a gentle smile on her face, reflecting her inner soul, knowing that there's always hope for a brighter tomorrow, which is demonstrated by the presence of the shining light casting shadows on the brick wall and concrete floor. The foundation I created in 2017, Children Against Poverty, offers both hope and solutions to break through this wall of inequality." Milo Trinagal stated, "I will change the world by giving autism a face." The following students received an Award of Merit for photography. Thomas Del Borello stated, "This photograph of face masks on a tree was captured with my iPad as I was driving down a local road with my mom. I thought that it represented this year's art theme. The blurriness and color reminded me of a dark, confusing time we have. It made me think that I can do my part to brighten the world. I wish to spread the message of staying strong like a tree and being healthy, and I can change the world by doing that. I need to stop the spreading of COVID and other diseases." Danielle Horton stated, "I will change the world by being kind to everyone because no two people are the same, just like all these softballs look different." Zoe Davis stated, "My art, in simple words, is recycling a can near a beach. The point I was trying to get through was about the desolate beach being clear of plastics. I will change the world by recycling. People underestimate how much trash is going in the ocean. This piece brings a main focus of recycling. I'm hoping to make a change." Darren Stry stated, "I will change the world by being more conservation-minded like they are in Maine. In order to keep the coastline natural, they keep larger boats away from the shore rather than dredging." Bridget Cunningham stated, "For close to 2 years, the world has been in shambles with reluctant isolation and persistent loneliness. Music can be a possible outlet for those cynical emotions. It is a universal language that aids in rectifying times of complexity and misfortune." Jack Lucarelli. I will change the world by taking a step back and finding balance in an ocean of chaos. I built this tower of stone and captured the waves crashing down behind the structure in the photograph. This represents that although there are forces pressuring us from the outside, we must find balance in order to maintain peace. Here is a complete list of the Award of Merit winners in photography. The following students won an Award of Excellence for their visual arts. Zoe Wang stated, "I can change the world by being a bucket filler to fill broken hearts. I want to help people in the midst of an emotional crisis and provide support." Kayana Falco stated, "I can change the world by encouraging people to eat more vegetables. Did you ever wonder how many people in the world eat fast food every day? Well, an estimate is about 84.8 million people. That's a very high number." Evelyn Lee stated, "My work relates to the theme I will change the world by, because it will change how many people see the world. If you see it in a colorful and bright perspective, you can change and make the world a better place to human and living things." Jasmine Roldan received the New York State PTA Award of Excellence and the National PTA Award of Outstanding Interpretation. She stated, "As a colored female of America living in such corrupt times, I hope to change the world by advocating for civil rights. All the people displayed on this piece have been subject to unjust violence leading to their deaths. Their names written with the word equality correspond to their faces. Some of them were grandmothers to their grandchildren, track stars, or as young as 10 years old. Say their names. By doing just that, you too can change the world." Malek Amara stated, "My artwork is on canvas and I used paint. It has my 'I can change the world' sentence, and under the sentence is people, and under the people is an inanimate earth with nice words next to it. This relates to the theme because I drew the world that relates to changing it, and I drew people to represent things that change the world." The following students received an Award of Merit for their visual arts. Runs Tan stated, "I can change the world by inventing this magic vacuum to get rid of COVID-19 to make sure our planet is safe again. Its features are a vaccine shot, sanitizer, and 2 vacuums to sweep COVID-19. I hope this machine can help get a healthy world again." Cassidy Goodman stated, "I plan to change the world by planting trees and protecting the environment. Trees not only make our world beautiful, but they help us breathe clean air and provide shelter and food for many species that help our environment grow. Trees do their job holding up our world. I feel it is my job to help protect them and help them grow." Alexa Khan stated, "There are always allies, people who understand that we are not just labels, objects, ethnicities, genders, orientations, or slurs. Some do not try to understand that and may despise you for one label. However, we can dive in headfirst with open minds and hearts to discuss topics that may have been avoided or uncomfortable to speak about. Discussion is the first step, as well as reflecting on your personal experiences with these issues and researching them. Within our communities, we can continue to make progress, altering how people think, which ultimately changes the world." Rebecca Gillette stated, "Global warming affects everyone. I can help change the world by encouraging people to recycle and use less fossil fuels." Vivian Santiago stated, "Friendship for all is how I would save the world." Here is a full list of the Award of Merit winners in visual arts. This year's theme is Show Your Voice. We cannot wait to see all of your amazing entries. The search is on for the 2024 to 25 Reflections theme. One theme idea will be selected by National PTA to spark fun and creativity during the 2024-2025 Reflections program. The student who submits the winning entry will receive a $100 prize from National PTA.